right? If
Yes, sir. It's visible, sir.
okay, my voice is audible and my screen is visible in proper manner.
Yes, sir.
Now today's session is about D. DApp means distributed application. So what are the things we have in DApp? What we are working on it. So anyhow, on starting when the class has started, when this FDP has started, at that time you got lot of things about the DApp. Okay, what exactly the DApp? What are the things should be here, and how we used to work on DApp. So today we'll just see how we are developing the DApp and what exactly the scenario. So let me create one illusion on DApp. So let me open my tool, Paint. So hope everyone aware about the solidity, everyone aware about the smart contract, everyone aware about the blockchain, everything you already got explained by the expertises. And now today I'm just going to handle my DApps. So in the DApp, normally when we used to communicate with that, so let me ask you some of the concept. Have you installed the Node.js? Do you have a Node.js in your system machine? Yes. Okay. So do you have a idea about Truffle? Yes. Visual Studio. Truffle. Okay. No. Let it be no issue in that. Because Solidity also being on Truffle only. There's no issue in that. Okay. Well. So you have any idea about Angular and all? Like front end, Angular JS, Node JS, Express JS, these are the things. Let it be, no issue. So what exactly possible till this span of time? It's like 1.5 hour. How much possible? That much I'll just go ahead and I'll just explain you what are the things will be here. Let me ahead and let me introduce first how we have connecting from our application to the server, how we are connecting to the server, and then finally we'll just entering into the application, how we are just completely building the application. I'll just give you some of the inside of the application, how the application will work, what are the things should be here. So let me create one relation. In that relation, what are the things we are doing? So hope you have worked on a smart contract. When you worked on a smart contract, the person, the expertise, the guy who has given you the smart contract training, so he has explained you in such a way. Smart contract we are writing a smart contract. And here from the smart contract, what we are doing here, we have the compiler. We have a compiler, Solidity compiler. That is a Solidity compiler. When the person is compiling by the help of Solidity, so SOLC, or you are using Remix ID, or you are using Visual Studio Code. So whatever, there are a number of ways to develop the smart contract and to work on it. So we have Solidity compiler. And then after that, when we are just compiling the solid, when we are just giving this Solidity compiler, so what is happening over here, it is generating two things, or we are just entering into the two areas. After compilation, we have one is this, another is this. What are those two things? One we have, another we have. What is this? This is ABI, application binary interface, where you will just present all the logics and all, whatever the data will be available. And then next we have bytecode, which has to connect to the nodes. है ना? So this is ABI and bytecode. When the person is giving you the like explanation or development of the smart contract, so obviously you got this information. It is a normal scenario. After that, what is that? So the first step, we are writing the smart contract. Second step, we are just compiling the Solidity. And then third step, ABI will generate. And then fourth step, the bytecode bytecode will get generated, 4-step bytecode. And then finally, this bytecode will be connecting to the है ना? So if you worked on Ganache because you have developed this, smart contracts on Ganache, you have worked on some other server, you have worked on Robustness test server, test network, you have worked on Rinkiby test network, you have seen the main test network, you have seen the local network, that is the Ganache. So what we can say? We can say we are just and connecting with this AB bytecode, and then bytecode is connecting to the server, different of server. Whatever the servers are here, it's getting connected. So it can connect with the local server if you are using local network. If you are using, it will connect with the robust test network. It is connecting with the Rinkiby test network. It is connecting with the main network. So it is based on you, whatever the network you are using. Let it be that scenarios. Now, next concept, what we used to have, anyhow, you have already worked on this, all the things. I'm not going to explain you this smart contract and all. You already worked on it. Next, we are just coming up. After that, what we used to have, when we are interacting with this, we are writing a smart contract, we are writing solidity, and this we are just getting an ABI. And when we are generating the bytecode, and that bytecode is connecting to the server. And finally, what will happen? What will happen? We are developing the smart contract, we are connecting to the server. This is the backend scenarios has happened, but how our application will work, how our application will perform. So if I'm not wrong, you have used, while you are developing the smart contract, you have used metamask. You have used the metamask, and here what you have some of the scenarios in such a way. This is the metamask you have created. After the metamask, you have created second, and then third, and then finally nodes are here. Whatever the nodes you are just connecting with this. These are the nodes. We are just connecting it. If I'm not wrong, in such a way you have worked till now. This MetaMask, where is this MetaMask? This MetaMask has not connected with this smart contract. This MetaMask is not connected with the Solidity C. This MetaMask is not connected with this architecture. This which we have created, this is a completely backend. This is completely backend. Front end, how we used to develop? We are just interacting with the MetaMask. From where MetaMask is a wallet. Hope you are aware about this. MetaMask is a MetaMask is a wallet where you have ethers and all the tokens. And then finally, what we are doing, this MetaMask has to connect. It will not connect to your direct backend. It will connect to your front end. What is that front end? Either you are developing front end by the help of Angular or React. It is all based on you. If you wanted to develop the application, mobile application all together, there's no problem. Then you can go ahead with the React. And if you wanted to create some other things, so you'll have to go ahead with the Angular and all. Now, we have, after that, we have a service layer. Service layer is nothing but what we are doing. So we are just creating the APIs. We are connecting with the servers. We are communicating with the different of areas. So obviously we have a service layer. Service layer. In that service layer, what are the scenarios would be here? In which manner you are developing? The service layer always will be considered as a middleware. The service layer always will be considering as a middleware. So in that service layer, either you are working with Node.js and what is that? Web3.js. Web3.js. What is that? Node.js and Web3.js. Web3.js is nothing but it is, we are developing our own application. When we are developing our own application, we wanted to connect the customized server we wanted to connect with the customized server from front end to back end. So here we are using Web3.js. Anyhow, Web3 you have already learned into the smart contract. Smart contract solidity when the person used to explain you, so he could have explained you this Web3.js. Web3. After that, in this Web3, what are the things we have? We have a Ethereum client node. है ना? Ethereum client node. Ethereum client node. है ना? Or we can say what is that? RPC endpoint. Or we can say we have here the complete unit. What is that? HTTP HTTP/colon and some IP and then some port number. Port number. What is it? Anyhow, when you are working
Excuse
on
me, sir.
front end,
Excuse me,
yes,
sir.
please.
Sorry for
Yes.
interrupting. So your audio is somewhat a disturbance, sir. So it is getting in break.
What is that? What is
Audio
the
is
problem in
clear.
this?
Audio is clear, sir.
Yeah, it's clear. For everyone, audio is clear.
So
Okay.
you can see many one in chat box also having the same issue.
Okay. Okay. Now is it clear everything
Sometimes it is clear, sir. So afterwards,
from your?
sometimes it is getting break.
Okay, 1 minute. Hold on, please. Let me try with some other thing. Maybe the network and all it should be here. Okay. Few times. Okay, let it be. Now is it fine? Now everyone fine? Okay. So can we process now? Okay, done. So you can mute from your side. Thank you so much. Okay, done. Now what is it? We are just connecting with the Ethereum client node, HTTP port number, and then finally we are entering into the nodes. Node 1, that is a distributed application. No? So node 2, node 2, node 3, node 4, and so on. So how it is working in this manner? It is just connecting with this node. I'll explain you everything in a practical manner. I'll just give you everything in a practical manner. Don't worry about it. So in this manner, we are just coming up, or we can say this Ethereum client has connected with this. Ethereum client has connected with this. Hope when you have worked on, what we can say, smart contracts. So you have seen these scenarios. You have seen this scenario. Let me show you one scenario. You have seen this remix. Sorry. Remix Ethereum. Hope you have seen this remix Ethereum. And then what you have seen? It will come. Just take some time. It will come. Yeah. It's remix. You have seen the remix. I'm not going to teach remix and all because that is a part of a smart contract. I'm just showing you how you have connected with the remix and what other things should be here. So hope you have connected the remix in such a way. This is a MetaMask. In a MetaMask you have connected. After that, what you have done, you have seen here, we are connecting with the servers, inject Web3, RankB, or VM, JavaScript, or Web3 provider. So that's what I'm just trying to explain you. Okay, we have connected in this manner. So here we have connected the Ether network, Ether client node by the help of this unit testing URL. And then you have connected with the node 1, node 2, node 3. Anyhow, let's go ahead. So how we are just developing the application. So we are just creating the front end. In that front end, we are just creating the service layer when we are developing the DApp. So we will develop the DApp in such a way. We have a front end. And then service layer, the people have, some of the people they used to develop the service layer by the help of Truffle. Some of the people they used to create the service layer by the help of Node.js or Web3. But like my personal intention, my personal view, I used to go ahead with the Web3 only, because by the help of Web3, what you can do, you can have customized scenarios. Everything you can do by your own. Whereas Truffle will give everything to you. You don't need to work much. Truffle will give you everything and you have to work on it. No issue in that. All the structure, all the folder has created automatically by the help of Truffle. I'll just come back. Here we have HTTP server. This is what? This is, we have service. What is that service? Service layer. Truffle. And here we have Ethereum backend. Ethereum backend. Ethereum backend. And here we have HTTP. In this manner, we are just going ahead. Anyhow, you have already all the scenarios aware about till here. Till here, you have an idea, the completely, because the whole time you have gone through it. The next, even you have idea about this scenario also, how we are connecting with the node. So today we are going to work on these things. Okay, how we are just connecting, how we are creating, how we are developing the application, and how we are working on this, the front end. DApp, distributed application, how we are developing it. Okay, let me go ahead. Let me create the things. Let me stop this remix and all, because I don't require that. Leave it. Now, I'll just create one folder. The folder name is temp FDP. Temp FDP I have created. In this, what I'll do, I'll just open my VS code here. How I'll have to open my VS code? Either you can open the VS code in this manner, Visual Studio Code directly, you have to click here, you can open it. Otherwise, you do one thing, directly go to this URL and type here CMD and then type code, magnifier, it will be bold. Yeah, type here CMD. When you type the CMD, so right now, if I'm not wrong, you are inside the temp FDP. If you'll open the VS code from manually, then what you have to do, you have to click on the file and you have to click on the folder and then you have to come into that particular folder. I don't want it to do these all the stuff. I just directly open the VS code into this folder only. So you'll have to write code dot enter. When you click on code dot enter, when you click code dot enter, you directly entered into the that temp FDP folder. Hope you observe we directly entered into temp FDP folder. From here we'll start to write the program. From here we'll start to write the program. To write the program, what are the things we required? 100% we required some of the server. Either you can take the live server, live API server to connect with your data, or else you can connect with your own, you can connect with the Ganache, or you can connect with any other network. So whatever the network you're comfortable, you can connect it. Here I'll show you multiple network, how we have to connect, how we have to start it. So now let me go ahead. I'll just start it. What I'll do, let me open the terminal. I have opened the terminal, new terminal. When I open the new terminal, sometime when you are typing the new terminal, so in that new terminal, across platform and all, it's giving it. Just wait. Yeah. So new terminal I have opened. In that new terminal, I have just given CLS and I type node space hyphen V. Node space hyphen V. The moment I have given space hyphen V, so we can see it whether my Node.js has installed in this or not. Yes, my Node.js is installed. Sometime you may not get this installed Node.js here. Even if you have already installed, but still you are not getting this by the help of this command. You are not getting here and you are getting command not found or not recognized. In which case you used to get that error not recognized when you have not set the path for node. So you have to set the path for node to your environment variable. है ना? Environment variable, you have to set the path for the node, right? Let me go ahead. I'll have to check it out npm whether npm has installed npm, which version npm we are using. Npm node package manager. If you are aware about the Python, in Python what we used to pip, pip, Python interface package. So what we used to do here, the moment we are writing PIP, at that time we are interacting with the server for the cloud where all the data is available. Because our Node.js or our Python, it is not looks like Java and all by which everything you have in your system only. Here, when you're working on the Node.js, when you're working on Python and all, so there you don't have anything in your system. You're taking all the data, what data you required, that data you are taking from the cloud by using npm or by using pip. So npm-v, enter. When I click npm-v, enter, let me see which version of npm. So 6.9.0 version. It is again, it's depend on you. Whatever the version you have doesn't matter. But on which version you are comfortable, you can take that version. There's no problem. Anyhow, I have already forwarded you the softwares. Okay, next one. Let me go ahead. How we are starting the application. How we are starting the application. We'll start the application in this manner directly. Everything we will do by the help of terminal only. And if still you are thinking, okay, sir, I'm not getting the terminal in this manner, is there any other way to find out the terminal? So there is a way. What you have to do, you just open the VS Code and you just enter into that particular folder, type cmd, and here also you can use this terminal also for the node and all. We can see it, node-v, enter it, you got the output. There's no problem. The same scenario you will do here also. But make sure you have already set the path. If you have not set the path, it won't work. Now, next part, what we have to do, we have to start my project. When I'm starting my project, for starting the project, what we required, we have to call npm init. npm init. What is the meaning of npm init? npm init is nothing but we are initializing the node package manager data by which please mute yourself if anyone, if you wanted to say anything, so just please say it, otherwise you can mute it. So here we have npm. So you wanted to say anything?
Yeah, actually just wanted to have that process again.
Okay. Which process? This one?
This
npm
one, yeah.
or what? Okay. So complete process. See here.
Yeah, actually from that.
Okay, let it be. See here, I have created one folder.
Yeah.
The folder name I have created temp FDP. You know? In that folder I entered and I just wanted to open my VS Code. I don't want it to open my Visual Studio Code from here, because if I'll open my Visual Studio Code from here, then I'll have to go to enter folders and I'll have to open it. Instead of this, I'm directly opening this folder. In that folder, here we have a URL. In that URL, I'll type cmd cls. CLS means clear screen. And here in this, what I'll do, I'll type code dot. What is the meaning of code dot? Code is nothing but VS Code. Dot is nothing but current directory. Enter. When you click on enter, so your VS Code will be open in that directory only. If now after that, what I wanted to do here, yeah, Visual Studio.
Right.
Yeah. If you wanted to start your terminal, either you can work to the Visual Studio integrated terminal, or you can work on your normal terminal, which is available on your system.
2019.
Yeah. Yes. So we can go ahead in that, and then finally I got the terminal I have opened, and in this terminal I'll type, if you wanted to see the version of Node, so Node -v version npm -v Node package manager version. So these two versions we have got understood ki yes, we have installed in a proper manner. There's no problem at all in it. Let's work on that. Now, what I wanted to do here, I just wanted to start my project. If you are starting your project on Java, or if you are starting your project on PHP and all, so there you have to write by your own everything manually. But here we are not writing everything manually. Here we are just doing the work automation through the command line. So what is it? npm init. npm init is nothing but Node package manager initialization. Enter. When you click on enter, when you hit on enter, so you have to wait. Here you got, what is that? They are giving you npm help json and help install package and all the things they are giving the information. Let it be. What my intention? Package name. What is that package name? Temp FDP. Now, did you observe it? Whenever you're working on Java or whenever you're working on PHP or anything, if you're not giving the package name manually, so Java, if you're working on Eclipse, if you're working on Eclipse, you are not giving the package name directly, you're starting the program. When you're starting the program, you will observe on the top, you will see the package name, import package, and that package name has a directory name only. In the same manner, it also has taken the package name as a directory name. If you wanted to give some other package name, you can give any package name. Nobody will stop you. You have given the package name, enter. I want to use this package name only. Now, every application, whenever we are developing the application, every application has to start with the version wise. Okay, 1.00. After that, you wanted to modify this application 1.11. So if you wanted to modify this application, so you can give 1.1.0. But you're not modifying it, right? You're not modifying it. When you're not modifying it, so this version is more than enough. No issue in that. I don't require to do any other things. Enter. When enter, they are asking you the description. Description is nothing but you have to write about the project, about you, about the company, anything you can write here. There's no problem. This is my first DApp connector. My first network connection. Okay, enter. Entry point. What is the meaning of entry point? Did you observe when we are working on PHP? In that PHP, we have an entry point index.php. In that HTML, we have index.html. In Java, we have index. So in the same manner, what we have here, we have entry point index.js. That means from where your project will start. From where your project will start. Why we are not giving package name? It's my wish, because normally if you go ahead and if you give the package name, it will come into the package. Again, I have to, like, normally right now, if I'll give you the package, if I'll give the package name, so we'll get that package name only. But right now I don't require any package. If you're giving it, there's no problem. Anyhow, on that data also you have to give package. That's not at all any rocket science in this. How I get terminal in Visual Studio? Terminal you can get in this manner. Go to the Visual Studio. Here on top you have file, edit, section, selection, view, go, run, terminal. If you have terminal here, you can click on here. Otherwise, you can find out from the view. From here you have a terminal view. Either from view or directly you have. If you have opened multiple times terminal on your VS Code, then you will get terminal here only. If you have not opened multiple times, so you'll get the terminal on view. That's what exactly the scenario. Now, entry point. Entry point, if you wanted to give, what is the meaning of entry point? Entry point is nothing but we are writing the code by which we are calling the data. So here entry point, you can give anything. Either you have to give index.js or you can give server.js, whatever the data you have to give, whatever the name of entry point you have to give, that name only will come there also. That name only will come there also where we have to write. Let me see, let me show you why we are doing these all the things. I'll not write any entry point, I'll take the by default entry point, that is index.js, enter. Test command, I don't want it to do any test command and all. Git repository, if you have Git repository, give the information about the Git repository, your data will be stored into the Git. If you don't have, no issue in that, you can go ahead. Keywords, I don't require any keyword to be uploaded in this. Author, you can write any authors, whatever the authors you wanted to do it. Author is nothing but FDP. Enter, license, enter. Is it okay? They are asking you everything is fine. If everything is fine, say yes. Otherwise, come back. Otherwise, come back and do resolve once again. So I'm saying yes, enter. When I say yes, enter, did you observe something here? We have generated one JSON package. We have generated one JSON package. So whatever the data you have given, whatever the data you have written, that data is available here only. The data is, they have given script test, they have given author, they have given license, they have given main. Now, normally what you have to do whenever you are working on, if you are in an initial stage, so you no need to write anything here. Just directly open this, give it what npm in it, and directly enter. Finally, you will get this package.json and you will get this area. But make sure whatever the data index.js, that only you have to create the file also to connect with the server. You know, that's what you just make sure. Okay, we are connecting with the server in this manner only. This is the license, ISC license, and some of the like MIT license, ISC license. In the same manner, we have the license over here on this. Prototype protocol, we can say. Now, next, where we have to go, I'll start to write my program. When I'll start to write my program, so I got entire scenarios and I got package.json. When I'm working on it, where I'm working right now, I'm working on Truffle or I'm working on Web3. If you are working on Truffle, you have to install Truffle. If you are working on Web3, you have to install Web3. Let me install Web3 here. LS. I'm just installing npm. In Node.js, if you wanted to install anything, that has to be installed by the help of npm. If you're not installing by the help of npm, that means you're not connecting with the server. Now, npm install web3. If you will say npm install web3, so it will install any of the web3 version, whatever the things you want. So now npm install web3 space, or we can say if I wanted to install anything, so we can write in this manner npm install, and again it is depend on your version, which version you are using of the node. Some of the node version used to take npm directly, you can write I -g globally generating. Some of the version they used to take install npm install -g. So it's your wish. You have to see whether this command is perfectly running. No, then you have to give by the G by using of I, anything. It is based on you. So next one, install web3. If you are giving web3 directly, it will take any of the version. But what I want a proper version. I want a proper version. At the rate, give version name. Now, if you wanted to take latest, so give latest. And space hyphen save. What is the meaning of hyphen save? If you are not giving this hyphen save, what will happen? Your data will be, package will be stored in this, but you cannot lock these all the packages. Sometime maybe you have developed this application and this application you have given to some other person. some other person or some other developer, or after 10 years you just took this application and you are doing some modification. How will you do the
Sir, Mehdi,
modification?
sir.
Yes.
Sir, Mehdi, sir, sorry for disturbing you, sir. This is Chanakeshava. Sir, your voice is disconnected, sir, sometimes, or breaking.
Okay.
Your voice is breaking, sir.
Okay. Others? What about others?
No, sir.
No problem, sir. So it's very clear.
No, sir. It's clear. I think maybe a
From
bandwidth
organization
issue
side,
of
so
the
there is some
concerned
problem.
person.
Please check it out, the network connectivity from your end. Thank you
So
so
no
much.
problem. It's
Yeah,
going well.
yeah, okay, sir. Okay, sir. Please carry on.
Thank you. So here we are writing hyphen save. When I was telling you, if after 10 years later, you have seen the same project and you wanted to do the modification on this project. When you wanted to do the modification on that project after 10 years, then you will find that data is not available. Which data is not available? Versions, information. Why version information? Did you observe any version information here? This is the version, only the application version. Now, what we will do, we will lock everything in the JSON format. So we'll lock it. We are giving the save. If you don't want it to lock, no need to give save. Enter. And make sure you have internet connectivity. Then only you can install these all the thing. Otherwise, it's not possible for you to install. So it's installing. Web3. What is that Web3? What we will do with this? We are just connecting with the server. And node modules will be generating. So let's connect. Let's execute this entire scenarios. This warning, let it be. If any error will occur, then we have a problem. Yeah, it's happening over here. So let me, like, it's just running over here. If you have any doubt, you can ask the doubt. Otherwise, I explain you some more concept on it. What exactly the scenarios here. When we are creating the application with the Truffle, so we have to create the project and the Truffle structure. How you used to create the Truffle structure? We have to write the smart contract. We have to compile and migrate the smart contract and test the smart contract and create the user interface to interact with the smart contract, and then finally interact with the DApp in a browser. DApp in a browser. That means user interface and user, front end and back end. Both the things will be doing in that. Let me go ahead. I'll just explain you anyhow. I'm going to explain you that. Meantime, let me just give you some of the server side where you can work live, Live is nothing but if you are working on development, pure development, so you can go ahead. This is the Infura, infura.io. Infura.io. What is this Infura.io? They are providing you the API by which Ethereum API by which you can connect with the live server, whatever the server you wanted to work on test. So this can be work on Web3 model only. This can be work with the Web3 only. Sometime you are using some other server. Here you are creating the get started for free. So it is for free and you can communicate with this API. Now, if you wanted to communicate with the production application, if you wanted to see any production application, so we have a production application is augur.net. That is your production application. the DApp. अगर yeah, it is done. It's about to done. Yeah, it is done. So we got entire things we got, and finally we entered into the FDP. Let it be. So now let me see whether my data has generated or not, created or not. Let me see that Web3 module. Did you observe that? Till previously, till here we had the data, and right now Web3. And one more file got generated. That file is log. Here you have every details of every version. Whatever the things you are installing, everything you have here. You know, web. So everything you have here. So there on this JSON package, you have only one Web3, and here you have all the dependency. Everything will be available, whatever the things you are installing it. So this is the that one. Under hyphen save. If you are not giving hyphen save, you won't get this file. Log. Okay, let me go ahead. We'll start the program. Let me go ahead. What we have to do, I'll just write FDP new file. What file I have to create? I have to create that only. What name of the file I have to create? The name of the file that only I have to create, which we have given as a main. You know what we have given as an entry point. Can anyone tell me what entry point I have given? What is the entry point which we have given? Can anyone tell what entry point I have given? What is that? Index.js.
Index.js.
Very nice. So here also we have to write index.js only. Index.js. If we are giving package.js, sorry, server.js, package.js, name.js, anything, that only entry point. So what are the things we have to write in index.js? That is, we can say kind of, JavaScript program we are writing in this. So now const web3 const web3 is equal to require what data we wanted to require. We wanted to require which module we required? Web3 module we required. Okay, go ahead. Next one, what I just wanted to connect with the server. Which server? Either I can connect with the Ganache or I can connect with the actual server, live server. So let me go ahead. I'll just connect with both the servers. There's no problem at all. Const, and then finally, what I'll do? CONN, connect. Connect I'm writing. Connect. Connect CONN URL. CONN URL is equal to, that is, it's our wish. It's not like it is decoded 100%. We have to write that manually. CONN, and then here we have to give, what is that? We have to give that particular what unit testing URL. What is the unit testing URL of Ganache? So when you have worked on a smart contract, so you have find out unit testing of the Ganache. So what unit testing of Ganache we have here? We have a unit testing of Ganache unit testing is http://127.0.0 0.1. And then what is the port number of this? Port number we have 7545. This was only, did you observe this when we were working on remix, or when we are just communicating with the Ganache and we are taking the data from the Ganache, we have this URL. This is the URL. By the help of this only we are connecting with our MetaMask. Did you observe at that time when we were working on smart contract? After that, what I just wanted to call this, which I want to call, I just wanted to call this data. So let me call this data const web3, const web3. What is that web3? This one. This is web3. Const web3 is equal to new. What is that? This here we are just creating object new web3. Here what we are doing here, this is the web3 we have created, the class we have taken this one, and we have created the object. In that object, what we wanted to call, we wanted to call this con URL. Here I just wanted to call it. So now let me go ahead, let me execute. How we used to execute the program when the program belongs to JavaScript? So it's basic scenarios. What is that? CLS. Okay, CLS, I'm only doing it. It doesn't mean you also have to do the CLS always. I'm this habituated to write the CLS always when we are working on terminal. So here node space index.js, node space index.js. What is this node space index.js? This is a command to execute JavaScript. It's not about this DApp only. It's not about this connectivity with the blockchain and all. It is the command to execute JavaScript. Don't think this relation with the blockchain. This is all about JavaScript. Now, execute. When I'm trying to execute it, I got nothing in this. I got nothing in this calling any data in this manner. We are not calling any data. So what I'll do, let me call the data. What data I wanted to call? The data I wanted to call version and protocol and version. So let me go ahead. web3.eth dot get protocol web3.get protocol version, and then here we have ERR. Hope you remember your throw exceptions, how we used to handle the exception. We can handle the exception by the help of try and catch only, and by the help of throws we can throw the exception to its caller. So it is, we have given this version, error version. If error, then error. If version, then version. Now let me go ahead. This is, sorry, I have clicked this. If ERR console dot log console.log. What I wanted to do in this console.log, ERR. We are just giving ERR in console.log. If this error will come, then we have to get this data. If error is not here, then I supposed to get console.log protocol version, and then here I have to give version. This version I have to call, right? So let me execute that. Let me see what is the output we are getting, whether we are getting the we are getting error or we are getting the version. Now see here, CLS index.js. I got the error. What error I got? Did you observe the error? Whenever we are working on our JDBC or whenever we are working on servlet and all, so we have seen what the error they have given. Socket error listener. That means I have a problem in port number listener. The problem they have given in socket listener, that means I have a problem in port number. That means in this area I have a problem. What is the area? Let me see more information. What they're telling: protocol version undefined. Okay. Client request emit, socket listener, no. Error emit, not. Internal stream, destroy. What is the meaning of destroy? Destroy is nothing but we have not connected with the server. We have not connected with the server. Let me connect with the server. Let me connect with the server. Which server? Which URL I have given? This server. This is the URL I have given from the server only. Na? So which server? Ganache server. So let me go ahead with the Ganache server. So how will I have to open the Ganache? Ganache. Let me open the Ganache. I'll just open the Ganache. I've opened the Ganache. Where is the Ganache? Ganache, where is went? Yeah, it is opening the Ganache. Let me execute once again after opening the Ganache. Yeah, quick start. Anyhow, when you have worked on smart contracts, so you have done these other steps. So I don't need to explain this, how we have to start the Ganache and how we have to connect the Ganache to the MetaMask, how we have to get the uh, you know uh, account from the Ganache to the MetaMask. So Ganache we have opened. What is this? This is the RPC server and the port number is 8545. Copy this. I have copied this. You can see this. This is the port number. Here we have a server port number. From where we can change the port number and all. If you still wanted to change the port number, so you can go to the setting and you can change the port number. That is anyhow already you got it. Okay. Port number. Let me give this. This is the port number only. Complete. Paste it. I paste it and then CLS. Enter. Execute. When I execute, did you observe this? I got 63 port number. No, I don't want it to connect with my Ganache. I wanted to connect with some other server, with some other server, which is available into my application. Which is available into my, sorry, which is the live server. I just wanted to connect with the live server. So how you have to connect with the live server? Let me tell you how you can connect with the live server. Open the server. What is that server? Infura.io. We have lots of API, different of API. I feel that this API is I'm comfortable with this API. I have seen this API, so I'm just starting in this manner. If you have aware about any API, you can connect with that API also. Get started for free. Sign up, login. I'm just logging it. I'm logging it. I've logged in it. So I have this one. What is this? Read a step-by-step tutorial to help to get set up with the Ethereum API. If you are aware about it, no problem. If you're not aware about it, then you can read it. Now let me go ahead with the Ethereum. I've gone to the Ethereum. Sorry, boss, I cannot create project here because 3 project I have already done. So what I have to do? Let me go ahead. I'll just create one more. One more, I'm creating it. So let me create one more. Sign up. And that sign up. I am tech 1508. Sorry. Rahul. I am tech 1508 at gmail.com. And then add to @2 QUQWERTY @. Notepad @2 and then QWERTY @. Yeah, strong. Sign up. Too many attempt. Wait for few seconds. Achha. Now sign up. Okay. So now they have forwarded me the email. So I'll have to check my mail ID here. To my mobile, I'll just check it out and I'll just confirm it. Please, you also connect with this. Everyone. gmail.com. Where is the Gmail? Or if anyone has created, so please give me your credential in this so I can create it, because it's taking time to find out to open my ID. If anyone has created, can give me the credential. Let me open it. 1.5. Yeah. Infura. Yes, I got it. I'm just verifying it. Congratulations. Confirm the email. I have confirmed it. Okay. Confirming it. Loading. Accept it. Done. So let me go ahead. So Infura. Again, I'm just starting it. Sign in. What is that? I am tech1508 @gmail.com. And then @. This is, I'll take Control C and Control V and then login it. I've logged in it. I got an Ethereum. When I got an Ethereum, they are asking me create a project. I have created a project. Project name I'm writing FDP 10. FDP ETH. Anything you can give. Create it. When I create this project, so you can observe here, project detail. This is the name of the project. This is the key you got generated. The key you got generated. Key is nothing but protect ID and all project secret. After that, what I wanted to do here, I just wanted to connect with the Rankeby network. So I think, hope you are aware. I don't know whether you are aware about this Rankeby network or not, because when you are working on, a smart contract, so you may have connected. Rectified this syntax. Where you got this error? How to check port number? Okay, you can check the port number in this manner. This is the port number here on your Ganashe. You can open the Ganashe. You can check the port number. Maybe in your system you have a port number 7545. I have changed the port number. This is the reason I got this. You can change the port number from setting. In that setting, you just go here to the server. In that server, you can change the port number, whatever the port number, whatever the network ID. It's your wish. You can do it. No problem in that. So restart. No issue. Got it? Yeah. Okay. So, okay. So can we go ahead? So what we have? We have this Rankeby Infura repository. I'll just go ahead with this. Copied it and I paste into my project. Where I have to paste? Here only. Where I have connected with the Ganashe. Right now, I'm no more connected with the Ganashe. Okay, let it be. I'll do one thing. I'll just this is I took in this manner, and this is I took in this manner, and this is I have given as a comment. This is I have given as a comment, and this data I have given to this area. Link B. Link B. So here I got this entire. Make sure that you are not giving any space or anything. That's clearly whatever the URL you have taken from the live server, that URL only you have to connect, and you have connected with the API. Let me see which port number is Node.js. Enter. So it's connecting it. Now, did you observe it? The version is 0x40. Whereas when we have executed that one, so you have another version. So let me show you. See here. That is a different version, and this is a different version. See here, 63, 0x40. So in that manner, we can connect with any of the server. With any of the server, we can connect it. Either you can connect with the Rinkeby, or you can connect with the Ropsten, or you can connect with the mainnet, or you can connect with anything. You can connect with anything. So this is actually in which manner you are connecting with the server. Okay. Thank you. Now, can we go ahead next? This is, you got understood. Now, what I wanted to do here, I just wanted to call my, I just wanted to see my addresses, not backend. From my application, I wanted to see my address, account address. Whatever the account we have, I wanted to see the account information. So to see the account information, what you have to do? To see the account information, let me go ahead. Web3 dot eth dot get accounts, and then here also error, or if accounts, accounts, error or accounts. Next, connected with this, and then what we are doing, console. We are taking console. So we are taking the console. In that console, what are the things we are doing it? So now see here, console dot log and err comma err. That error we have to get into the console. Next one, what I wanted to do here, I just wanted to get the accounts. If account is here, so I'll have to get the accounts. So now console dot log total number of accounts, total number of accounts, and then here I'll have to give total number of accounts we have given, and then what is the total number of account, comma accounts dot length length, total number of account and length. This one. Next one, what we have to do, we'll just go ahead and we'll write console dot log and then from which server, from which network you wanted to take the account. Anyhow, I cannot take the account from that network, Rinkeby and all, because there I don't have any account. If you required to create the account, so from the MetaMask you can create the account. Anyhow, yesterday on a smart contract, you have created that, how we have creating the account on MetaMask, and from the MetaMask how we are connecting with the server. So Rinkeby, you can create the account. There's no problem. So Ganache account we have created, Here what you have done, what accounts you wanted to call, है ना? Let me see that. Here error, here total number of account, kitne account hai, how many account we have, and here all the accounts will be displaying. CLS. See here, all the account got displayed. How many accounts? 15 account. I think you have 10 accounts. I have 15 account. I have 20 account. Whatever the account you have, you can get the accounts. So Ganache account. So can we see that these accounts are available onto the Ganache or not? Now let me see that. 0x19C54. 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 So hope you understood that we are able to see the accounts here. Whatever the accounts are available on the Ganache, the same accounts we got here also. Right? If I wanted to create the new account, how we can create the new account in it? So we can create the new account. Let me create the new account. Okay. Can I give this code to you? Can I drop it here?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, I'm just dropping it. I'm just creating now I'm just coming into the completely DApp. You are creating your own. That's what exactly we are coming up. How to make own. This is own DApp only we are creating. So whatever the Ganache and all we are using, that is not our part. Our part is to develop the application. Our part is develop the application. That Ganache and all, it is the server. For example, how you have the JDBC and all in a same manner. Now let me go ahead. After that, hope you got understood the final task I'm giving in this, how to create our own account. Sorry, how to create our own account. After that, I'll go to the complete fulfilled DApp, complete DApp. So this is the protocols I have given you, how we are just starting the DApp, how we are creating the accounts and all to interact with the DApp. And then finally, we are entering into this. Okay, go ahead. Let me go ahead. Now, I'm just creating the account. I wanted to create the new account. So now web3 dot eth dot personal dot new account. New account. What is that I'm writing? What is the name I'm giving to that account? Demo. Demo account I'm giving the name. Comma. And then ERR account and then enter. Sorry. Enter. And here I'll have to give console.log of new account added. New account added. Added. And then finally what we are doing? What account? We wanted to call the account. Let me execute once again. Enter. New account has created. See here. New account has added. This is what in this manner we are just going ahead. We are starting the DApp and we are just working on. We are creating the accounts and all. When you are ready with these all the things, you have account also. You have connected with the account. You have connected with the Ganache. You have connected with everything. Then you'll start to work your view on the DApp. How will start to work on view on the DApp? So now, let me start the DApp. When we are starting the DApp, this application I have created and let it be. I'll just create the another application. So how we are creating, how we are working on this how we are working on this Truffle and all, what are the things we are working on. So now let me tell you, let me explain you how we are creating the Truffle DApp. So Truffle we are creating, we have this notepad. What we are doing, we are writing a smart contract. First one. Second one, compiling and migrating the smart contract. Next one, testing it. Testing a smart contract. Now, finally, creating UI. And then interacting with client. Now, let me go ahead. When we are working on the Web3, so Web3, how to develop the Web3 application, how to work on Web3 DApp, this you got already understood. We have to create in this manner. Now, next one, I'm just going to tell you how we are creating the how we are creating with the Truffle our own application on DApp. Even that is also your own application only anyhow. Anyway, but for the user interface here, you have to create, the HTML, JavaScript, all the Angular, all the things you have created. I have not created because we don't have that much of time. So what I'm doing here, I'm just giving you the Truffle. By the help of Truffle, we'll give it. But when you are working on real time, so when we are working on the blockchain, so don't think that blockchain is only the one platform where you can say, okay, I know the blockchain by using Truffle and all. No, for the blockchain, you have to learn the UI also, that Angular JS and all, Angular and all. So let me go ahead. I'll just close this project. Let me close this project. Close folder. I have closed it. Till here, hope everyone is clear. So which is the better for IoT configuration? Anything? Oh, okay, Raspberry Pi or Arduino. Okay, that is, it's all depend on you. Anyhow, Arduino, most of the time we are not, the Arduino will not work that much of things, but you have to go ahead with the Raspberry Pi. Arduino, that will not give you that much of functionality on it, and it will not create it with the UI in proper manner. So Raspberry Pi. But anyway, this is not the IoT session over here. Okay, so let me go ahead. I'm just creating folder, new folder I'm creating. What is the folder name I'm giving? I'm giving folder name as folder name I'm giving. That is a basic application. So let me, I'll just tell you from where you can start. Truffle, Truffle suite tutorial. Here you have Truffle suite tutorial. Here you have everything, what are the data would be here, and how we are just going ahead with the DApp, the building testing front end application Truffle 3, upgrading from the Truffle 2 to 3, install the Truffle test RPC and all. So that's, you can get it. Okay, let it be. So let me go ahead. Let me develop the application. To develop the application, let me create one project. The project name, I'm writing it. My FDP2. FDP2. I have created FDP2. Enter in that. FDP2. Enter in this. Temp FDP 24.6. I have just given. Yeah. FDP2. And here in terminal, when I'll open the terminal also coming into FDP2 only. FDP2 only. Now, here I'll have to install the Truffle. How will I have to install the Truffle? Truffle, there is a lots of scenarios in Truffle while you are installing the Truffle. Maybe you are getting the error also. So let me conclude each and everything, how you can resolve every error. I'm just typing npm install -g globally, and then Truffle latest. Enter. When I click on this, so the Truffle is going to install. Maybe you will get the after installation of the server, after installation of the Truffle. Previously I have installed npm, है ना? Previously I have installed npm, so we are doing everything from the npm only. But right now I have installed Truffle, so we will do the work on Truffle. Like, did you observe it? When we are working on the Python application, so we are creating the virtual environment. In that virtual environment we are creating, and by the help of env only we are calling. We are not calling there by the help of pip, we are calling by the help of env. In a same manner, here we have created the Truffle. Now Truffle got installed, and now we can call by the help of Truffle only. So before I was giving npm init, but now I'll give Truffle init. Truffle init started. When we are doing Truffle init started, so what it's doing? Preparing and download it. Did you observe this? Contract migration test and Truffle configuration has generated. Now I'll tell you, maybe you will get the error in this Truffle while you are installing the Truffle init. At that time you will get the error. What is the error you will get? The error you will get in such a way that Truffle not found. Then there is a scenarios. Anyone started this? That I can just explain you, because right now I'm not explaining the blockchain, and RT my session is on DApp. Okay, have you done that? I'll just explain you after completion of these all the things. I'll just give you some of the spam of answers of the questions, whatever the question you have, from blockchain to DApp, from smart contract to anything. There's no problem at all. I'll just give it, no issue. So here we have Truffle we have installed. When we have installed the Truffle, sometime you may get the problem. You may get the error. To resolve this error, what we have to do? We'll have to go to the C drive. We'll have to go to the user. We'll have to go to the username. We'll have to go to the DApp. Sorry, not DApp. It's app data. And then you have to go to the roaming. Here you have to find out what? Truffle. Okay, Truffle is okay. Let me see it. I'm just forgetting something. Let me see that quick. What is that? The last one. Init, Truffle init. Yeah, local temp path. Yeah, roaming npm. You just go to the npm. Go to the npm here. npm. And from npm, we have, you just check it out whether you have a Truffle test rpc cmd, truffle.cmd. If you have, then just copy this entire and create a path there. It will work. There's no problem at all. Now, can we start it? Now, so what we can see, we have seen we got generated contracts. We have generated contracts, migrations dot solve. Here you got migration dot solve. What is that? Here you got owner, here you got last completed migration, and then here you got init migration. So what is the init migration? By the help of this only you are calling the data. Any data if you wanted to call, you can call by the help of this only. Any smart contract you are executing by the help of this only. Right now I have given this migration, so this smart contract will execute. This smart contract will execute. If I'm giving any other thing, suppose I'm giving some shop.sol, something.sol. So here we have to give something else.sol, whatever the things we wanted to create, by giving another name. So let me go ahead. I'll just explain you. This is the test. By the help of this, we can do the testing of this data. This is the Truffle config. What is the Truffle config? Here you will have entire servers. There you observe, there I have created the server. Here I no need to create the server. They have given all the server information. Whatever the server you wanted to connect, you can connect it. No problem in that. They have given pre-built server information. Directly you can connect with the server. Hope you understood this. Now, what is that? We have to create the smart contract where inside the contracts folder. Inside the contract folder, we have to create inside the contract folder. I'm just creating the smart contract. What is the smart contract I'm creating? I have already created one. This one, the Truffle demo, I have already created. In that Truffle demo, let take this smart contract. I'll just create this purchase order.sol. Migrations purchase order.sol. So what we have done, we have created purchase order.sol, and here we are just creating the smart contract data. Whatever the data we have to create, the logic we are writing it, the logic we are giving it. Now, I've given the logic. Let me give the logic. And here we have, what is it? This is the sum. I'll just take this pragma only, and I'll take this pragma only. So get function. So hope you have already aware about the smart contract. What I have done is in this smart contract, I have given the purchase order, and that purchase order, purchase product quantity, owner, last transaction sender, ether value, and then product quantity I have given the 100, and owner sender message. This is the message we are sending by the owner, and then here we have a return product quality, product quantity. This is the get method. This is the get method and getter and setter. So what is the getter and setter? We are just storing it, we are retrieving it. So both the things we are doing in this. So hope you have already gone through the smart contract. I'm not going to explain the smart contract now. Now let me go ahead in this manner. Now what we have done, I have given this solidity, and then a smart contract I have created. But after creating the smart contract, what I required to do, I have to take solidity to be installed in this system, in this VS Code. How will I install the solidity? We'll go to the marketplace. From here, click here, go to the marketplace and type solidity. Whichever the solidity you wanted to install, you just click on this and you can install it. You can click on this, you can install it. You can click on this, you can install. Let me install this. Okay, I'm installing it. Solidity. It's installing it. It's taking a bit time. Sir, actually the thing is that I'm just coming up with the, we have 1.5 hours, and what concept I have given till now, that concept is almost take 3 to 4 hours to give the explanation. So anyhow, if you feel you wanted to go ahead more deeper on, DApp, so tomorrow I have a session. So tomorrow, I think from morning I have a session from tomorrow. So tomorrow I can go ahead for a half session. I'll take off the DApp only. I'll just go ahead in this manner. Yeah, it got installed. Now, let me go ahead. Did you observe till here? What are the things you have done? Everyone got till here? Yeah. Yes. Let me go ahead and I'll just Now what I'll do, I'll just compile this. I have installed this complete data. I just gone through the project. Now what happened here? Migrations dot solve. Migration dot solve. In this, what data available? That data available. Did you observe this? Whatever, when I have just given this, it got in contract migration data. So what is the migration? What is this contract? What are the things? I have to explain you also, because if you'll go ahead with the theoretical, you cannot go ahead with the practical in span of time. So now in this manner, contract. In this contract, what is this contract? This contract contains the solidity source file for our smart contract. What is this migration? A migration is an additional special smart contract used by the Truffle to handle smart contract deployment. Suppose, did you observe when we are working on Java? So we have, web hyphen XML or something we have there. So in that XML, we used to call deployment descriptor. So it will help us to deployment. Now after that, here we don't have, till now we don't have the SRC folder. If you have the SRC folder, in SRC folder, you will get entire your visualization UI part. Test, in the test, what we used to do here, in the test contains both JavaScript and Solidity test for our smart contract. And in that SRC, we have code for your front end. But anyhow, till now you have not gone through the SRC. We'll just come back now. That much of fast I'm going, then also I'm not able to complete my, this entire scenarios. Okay, let me go ahead. Truffle, compile, Truffle compile, enter. When I click on Truffle compile, enter. Did you observe this? Something got generated. What is that something got generated? Build file got generated. In that build file, every data got configured. Whatever the data is available, the data got configured. See here, data got configured is nothing but, did you observe that when we are just executing the smart contract there, so we are just generating the byte code, generating the deployment code, source file and all, everything it's generating. How it got generated? It will not execute until you have not opened your any of the file. Right now Ganache we are using it. In that Ganache block, 0 block, Truffle, Ganache, and then okay. So here migration, and then finally we just gone through this byte code and this one. What is it? This is all your purchase order. Whatever the file, whatever the data, let me see that this contract compilation and compilation. That means both the files got compiled. Now I'll have to execute. I'll have to migrate. Now CLS. Truffle migrate, enter. Compiled your contract, compilation successful. Oh, error. They are showing you the error. What is that error? Error they are showing because at the time of compilation, hope you have gone through the remix IDE. While you are compiling, it got compiled. But until you don't have money in your wallet, until you have not connected with the server, it will not run, because running part is based on the server. So what is that? What they're telling? They're telling the boss, your port number, you are using this one, but in this application you are using this port number, but that port number has not matched. What is it? Accessibility over the network. Properly configured your Truffle configuration file. What is that? Truffle configuration dot config.js. So that means all the data will be available, all the server areas will be available on this area only. So what is the things I can do? Either I have to change my port number, this port number 8545 from here, or else I have to change my port number from here. From where? From here, 8545. So I have to open this, all the comment file, I have to remove it. What they're telling, can I change this port number or can I do the changes on Ganache? So what will be more comfortable? So I can change it from here. Anyhow, you got understood how to change it. Just directly just remove this all the things. Just remove this comment. The moment you will remove this comment, the moment you will remove this comment, it will treat it as this port number only. And obviously this port number only we have in this also. है ना? So if you want in this manner, we'll just go ahead. Truffle. Execute. Right, they're telling model truffle. Okay. Go ahead, no issue in that. I'll just do one thing. What is the problem in that? Let me see that entire data where I can do the changes. Here I can do the changes. Here I can do the changes. Deployment, I'll have to remove it. This one, this one, this one, and then this one. Yeah, I didn't remove that one, that comment. This is the reason I was getting the error. So complete remove the error. And anyhow, I have a port number 8545. And here in Ganache also I have 8545. Let me go ahead, let me execute it. Terminal. So go ahead. CLS and then Truffle migrate. Compiling your contract, deploying the contract. Now, did you observe this? We got deployed the contract. Which contract got deployed? Migration. That blocks, zero block. Now let me see into the Ganache whether any, yeah, this block has created. है ना? Transaction is here, block has here. This block, the data, this data got generated. Block has created second block. When it got created 16:4:52, 16:5. Yes, 8 seconds before. So in that manner, which data got deployed in this manner? In this manner got deployed only this migrations. But what I wanted to deploy, I wanted to deploy some other contract. Which contract? Purchase order contract. I wanted to deploy. To deploy purchase order contract, so you just go to the migration, create one more file. What is the file? I'm just creating it. Anyhow, I have one initial, so I'll just give it 2 dot anything. Purchase order, PO, purchase order, migration .js. I have created migration.js. What I'll do, I'll just copy this entire data from here and I paste here. Being a laziness, I just copy this data from here and pasted here. And here instead of migration, what I did, I have given this name. Which name? This name. Order, purchase order. Where is the rename purchase order? Okay, let it be. Directly, I'll just type it. Purchase order. Purchase order. Here I'll have to give purchase order. Here I'll have to give purchase order. Here I'll have to give purchase order. That's fine. No issue in that. है ना? So entire block has generated, block has created, and then finally what we are doing? We got the deployment, we got the cost, final cost and all. And then I no need to explain you this smart contract that you already gone through it. Gas price and all value sent, total cost, all the things. CLS, I'm just executing once again. Truffle, migrate. Compilation of your contract, successful. Now, did you observe this? See this? Which one? Purchase order deployment. So based on this, we got deployed purchase order. And here it's not only purchase order, we have deployed migration and purchase order, both the things, gas limit, both the things we got generated. है ना? In this manner, we can go ahead. Now, till here, any doubt, or it was a bit fast or anything, or you wanted to get the once again, or everything is fine? Because this is in this manner, we have to go ahead with the DApp. We have to go the DApp. I'm just telling, I'm just this terms I'm using will have to go to the DApp, but DApp you are using from starting time. The moment I started the project, from that time we are working on DApp only. The complete we are working on DApp only. How we can upload the data? IPFS. That when then we have to go ahead with the complete UI and all. We'll have to go to the UI and we'll have to do it, the work, whatever the work will be here. So data and all, every data, whatever the data you are uploading, it's all depend on which things you are using it. All the material, recorded video and attempt will be shared in WhatsApp group by evening. Okay, that's fine. So now in this manner, we are going ahead with the Truffle. And this is the way we are developing our what? DApp. So now let me touch the actual UI. Let me touch the actual UI, because it's not really possible to go ahead and spend time to complete the DApp and all in a proper manner. But still, let me go ahead. Now, I'll just wind up this file, close. Are you interested to go ahead for the 5 to 10 minutes more, or can we wind up now?
You can continue, sir. You can continue, sir.
Okay, thank you. So here we have a DApp. In the DApp, what we are doing in this, let me close this. Close folder. Close folder. After closing the folder, I'll have to start my one more new project, new DApp project. That in which project I'll have to show you UI and backend and front end, both the things. Let me create it. Where is it? Let me create one, like I'll just show you from here only. This is how to learn deployment, Truffle teams, debugging. I don't want anything. I just wanted to create my Truffle on one front end and back end, both the things I wanted to create. So let me create. Oh, shit. Truffle front end app shop, Ethereum shop, first DApp. So let me go ahead in that pet shop. That means pet shop, what exactly? I'll just tell you the overview of this project. In this project, we have a pet shop. In that pet shop, the people has to buy the pet, and they will be the owner or all the owners or some owners. So all the details will be here on this pet shop. So let me create it. Why I'm using Truffle? Because in the Truffle, you have everything built in. And you no need to work a lot. You just work only on your logic. But I never prefer to go ahead with the Truffle. You just go ahead with the Web3 only, which we have done till now. But for that, you need to know more about UI part. Here you don't require it. Shall we go ahead? So let me go ahead in this. And we'll have to do, so starting background. So what they're asking to install the Truffle. Already I have installed the Truffle. Anyhow, we have seen this. What they're asking, make the ID, make the folder as this one. So I have make the folder of this one and then execute it. And then finally, I'm just entering into this. Right? No. This is the Truffle, we got it. Pet shop tutorial. After that, what they're telling? They're telling Truffle unbox pet shop. Okay, let me go ahead. Unboxing pet shop. How will I have to do this? Go to the new terminal, CLS, enter, enter. Now concentrate. Now is the main thing. Preparing to download box. Right now, you know what? Everything is getting download. Everything. Now, hope previously till 10 minutes before, till 5 minutes before, we do have all the way, and we have these all the packages, but we doesn't have the src. Why we doesn't have the src? Because there you have to give your ui. Here truffle only will give it, truffle only giving you the ui. You no need to worried about ui and all, you know. So what is that src? In that src code for your front end, you no need to go ahead with that. This available on your front end. So all the modules and everything are generating. Like if you have gone through with this, smart contract and all, smart contract solidity, you have connected with the remix. We have connected with the remix to the server. We have connected with the ring network. We have connected with the test ether scan. If you have idea about these all the things, this application, this the entire class can be compressed in 1 hour also, if you have the idea about all the things. Majorly smart contract. Taking a bit time. It will. Did you observe this SRC? Let me show you what data available in SRC. See here, CSS, font, image, JS, index.html, pit.json. Everything is available here. Now, as per your requirement, you can change it. Yeah, it is run. So what they're telling to complete Truffle compile, to compile Truffle compile. This is anyhow we have already done. To migrate Truffle migrate. This is already we have done on the previous program project. Truffle test, to do the testing and all, we'll have to go ahead. After that, what they're telling, npm run dev. I'll do one thing directly. I'll go to this dev, cls npm dev. Now you can see this. Gone through it, and then finally we just entered, and this is the front end. We have gone through it, and let me show you the front end of this. This is your front end. Yeah, this is front end. Yeah, this is your front end, and now you have to start the work on blockchain, on logics as per your convenient. You have to create the smart contract. You have to connect the smart contract to this. You have to connect the smart contract through the network, which network you wanted to connect. These are the things we have already gone through it. If still you wanted to go ahead to complete this complete application, so is it not possible right now? But whatever the things you required logically, that I have already explained you all the things in this manner. You can go ahead, and this is the UI. UI is ready, and then you can start to work on backend. How we have worked on backend previously, like till before 5 minutes back, I was giving the explanation on backend only. So right now, front end you have generated. In this front end, you have to connect this data to the MetaMask, and MetaMask has connected to the node. Sorry, MetaMask has connected to the Ganache. From the Ganache, you are just importing your accounts and all. In this manner, we can work on it. So that's all I can show till now, up to now for this. Any doubt in this? Anything? So we are ready with the logically backend, front end for all the things, but anyhow, we have to work on all. Thank you so much. Thank you, sir. You're welcome. Thank you. Yeah, any questions do you have? So you can ask us, just 5 minutes you can take and you can ask the questions if you have anything. You're welcome. You're welcome. There's nothing new, sir, in that. Actually, these all the things are, if you go ahead with that manner, smart contract and all this, all the things comes under a smart contract only. Anyhow, we have to work on this. If you have anything, if you wanted to go ahead on this application letter, so tomorrow I think we have multi-chain, right? Multi-chain we have, and we have a hyperledger. So hyperledger, I'll have to check it out how we'll have to go. Multi-chain will see in which manner I'll have to go. Majorly I'll try to go ahead with the practical if is it possible. Else we'll go ahead with the theoretical also. The conceptual wise. Theoretical is nothing but conceptual wise. Organizer. Is there any organizer here?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, so I'm done from my session.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much, sir. So much, sir.
Yeah. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, sir.
Thanks. Thanks a lot. I'm just quitting up. Before that, if you have any question, you can ask me.
Dear participants, is there any queries?
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you all. Dear participants, please join for tomorrow's session. Tomorrow's session will be held at 10 a.m. All the tomorrow session will be taken by the Mehdi sir only. Tomorrow completely there will be a practical sessions. So please join tomorrow at 10 o'clock. Thank all the materials, attendance and the YouTube links will be shared in the WhatsApp group within a half an hour to 1 hour. So please check it. Thank you all.
So attendance is already posted into our WhatsApp group, sir. Sir, madam. So please check it. And within half an hour, we will post PPTs and recording links. Thank you, one and all. Thank you.